Welcome to SRM Madurai College for Engineering and Technology. This is Arjanipa, Assistant Professor, Department of Information and Technology. Are you searching for human computer interaction? Then you have reached the right video. This video is all about learning HCI. HCI, which stands for Human Computer Interaction. It is a multidisciplinary field that mainly focus on how people interact with computers. That means how the people usually interact with the computers, we all just know about that. So in this video we are going to learn about a detailed process in HCI. Why HCI is required? What is the HCI interdisciplinary field? HCI design processes and key components of HCI, use cases of HCI. These are all the topics we are going to learn with a step-by-step procedure and the detailed explanation. So, the initial step is key components in HCI. First one is user, second one is computer, and third one is interaction. The first one is human, the user. Understanding human capabilities and limitation is crucial for designing user-friendly systems. The main key aspects includes cognitive psychology, that's memory, attention and problem solving, and next one is perception, vision, hearing, touching, then the motor. The next key component is the computer, that is system. The system includes hardware and software that facilitate user interaction. Usually both the hardware and software includes in the system. So the input devices are keyboard, mouse, touch screens, etc. And the output devices are screens, speakers, haptic feedbacks. Last one is user interface, where it comes from voice based, tangible, graphical, and so on. The third key component is the interaction. This is how users communicate with computers and how systems respond to it. It is mainly focused on the interaction. The interaction includes the following types, where we are going to check about CLI, GUI and VUI, gestural interfaces. So, command line interface is a text based command, graphical user interface, and the gestural interface includes virtual reality, augmented reality. And the HCL design process are flows. So it includes step 1, step 2, step 3 and step 4. The first step is user research in HCI. User research is the foundation of designing an effective and user friendly system in HCI, human computer interaction. It involves systematically gathering insights about users, their needs, behaviors, and challenges to ensure the technology aligns in it. So, the methods of user research are quantitative research and qualitative research. The qualitative research mainly focus on human behaviors, emotions, and motivations, whereas the quantitative focus on uses data and statistics to identify what are the trends which is going on. So the next one is we are going to check about a detailed quantitative research method, understanding why and how. So how it will be happen. So now we are going to do an example for this. It's a basic on one-to-one conversation to understand user needs. So the example question is, what challenge do you face with it? Next step in the qualitative research methods are focus groups, observational studies. So in the focus group, the initial point is group discussion with user to gather collective insights, which helps to understand different perspectives and expectations. So it is the real factor. We all know about that. So then observational studies, watching user interactions, how they are using, these are all the topics. The next step which includes in the qualitative research method is personas and user stories, which mean we have to explain detailedly about a user, like their name, age, their profession, their goal, and the pain point. Pain point is the user's emotion. So next one is quantitative research method. Here we are going to understand what and how many. So இதில் மெயினாக ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணுறது சர்வே அண்ட் கொஷினரிஸ். We have to understand, we have get more data from a large number of users so that we can use a survey option. Survey is the best option for review so many stuffs. Next one is quantitative research method, A/B testing. So what is the meaning for A/B testing? Comparing two versions of a design, to see which performs better, so that only we can analyze and get a more appropriate result. Here A B testing is really a well talented technique, so that only we can compare ourselves with others and improve ourselves a lot. Next one is analytics and heat maps. Here we are going to tracking user behaviors using data tools like Google Analytics, Hotjar and all. Here, for example, Google Analytics, do you use Google Analytics before? If you not, just give a sample account login in Google Analytics. It is more powerful technique. So identify where user drop off or get stuck up. Next one is the user research process. Here, step 1, define the objectives. What do you want to learn? Example, what is the subject, what is the domain, where from the website and all. Step 2 is choose research methods. Decide if qualitative or quantitative domain, which one is most probably used to you and used by you. Step 3 is recruit users. Select real user based on age, location, experience and etc. You have to select the appropriate user for your solution, for your queries, so that only you can improve your profession or business, whatever it is. The step 4 is conduct research. Perform interviews, surveys or observation. We already discussed about the surveys, so that only we can get the real time reviews and real time collections of data. So next step is analyze data, identify the pattern and insights, so that only we can give a chart and analyze the required data. Then the document findings, it will help to report personals and recommendation for the designing team. It is the essential one to create a detailed report about the last step. We have to maintain a final report. It will be very essential for the further and future users, so that only we can analyze what we have done in the report and what are the main points, what we have to improvement, what are the improvements and all. The step 2 is prototyping in HCI. So prototyping is the process of creating a preliminary version of a product to test and refine its design before the full development. So, in HCI, human computer interaction, prototyping helps designers and developers visualize user interactions, identify usability issues, and make necessary improvements before committing to full scale implementation. Yes, probably we have to improve it before the process. A prototype serves as a bridge between conceptual ideas and final products. It flows different interface section, navigation flows and many. Then the types of prototypes are low fidelity, low fi prototype, mid fi prototype and high fi prototypes. These are the essential thing we have to discuss in the upcoming shots. So we have to listen carefully about it. First one is low fidelity prototypes. The purpose of the lo-fi prototype is early stage design exploration focusing on structure and user flows. Then the characteristics, which includes simple rough sketch, paper wireframes or digital mockups. These are the basic thing. Then what are the tools we are going to use in the lo-fi prototype is whiteboards, Balsmith website or Microsoft Paint. These are the basic thing. What is the pro? Pros means fast, low cost, easy to modify. These are the pros. And the cons are lacks interactivity and visual appeal. So example is a hand-drawn layout of a mobile app screen, which is the example for this. Second one is medium fidelity, that is mid-fi prototype. The purpose of this prototype is testing layout, navigation and user interaction with limited interactivity. Then the characteristics of this is digital wireframes, unclickable elements but minimal styling. These are the tools used we are going to use in this prototype is Figma, Adobe XD, Axure and Sketch. The pros of this type is interactive, provides better visuals than the lo-fi prototype. Cons are still lack real content, colors and animation is just lacking. The third one is high fidelity, hi-fi prototype. The purpose of this is stimulating real user interaction with redefined visuals, animations, and functionalities. The characteristics of this is look and behaves like the final product with realistic UI elements. The tools we are using is same like the Midfield, Figma, Prototype Mode, Adobe XD, InVision, Farmer, and HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The pros are provides the best visuality testing experience. Cons is time consuming and expensive to build. Yes, it's obviously the Figma is a product which does not provide free version. It also includes a paid version. The prototyping process in HCA is define the prototype goals. Before creating a prototype, it is essential to define what needs to be tested. Second one is iterate and improve. Modify the prototype based on user feedback. Repeat testing using usabilities. Choose the right type of prototype. In this project, we have three stages. First one is early stage, mid stage, and late stage. The early stage, which uses low fidelity prototype, and here in the mid stage, it uses medium fidelity. At the last one, it uses the same. Create the prototype. Fourth step. Sketch wireframes on paper or using digital tools. Define interaction elements like buttons, menus, transitions, and all. Conduct usability testing. For example, test the prototype with real user, not with anyone. You have to test it with a real one. Step 3 is usability testing in HCI. Moderate versus unmoderate testing. The first one is moderate testing. So what is mean by moderate testing? Do you know about it? Yes, it's absolutely right. Conduct with the facilitator, that is researcher, guiding the user in real time. What are the pros? Direct observation, real time feedback, in depth insights. So, what is the con in the moderate testing? So, more time consuming and expensive. Example, UX researcher interviews users while they navigate a new e commerce website. So, we are moving to unmoderated testing. It involves the same thing, but you have to do the task independently without a facilitator. You have to run it independently. So, pros are scalable, faster, and cost effective. Disadvantages are limited ability to ask follow-up questions. Example, user interact with the website with the screen reactions are recorded. That is the thing here, it is under comes in the disadvantages. Second one is remote versus in-person testing. So here remote usability testing conducted online via tools like Zoom, user testing or look back. The pros are cost effective, allows testing with a diverse audience. Then the cons are limited control over testing condition. Yes, if we have to done in a remote, then we allow only limited options. So if we move to in-person usability testing, the pros are allows direct observation. It's good for real-time interactions, and the cons are it requires physical setup and can be costly because we have to call them in person, we have to check, and we require some time. So everything it comes under the disadvantage. Examples, testing a self checkout machine at a supermarket, it is the real time example here. The third option is qualitative and quantitative usability testing. Here, qualitative testing which focus on user behaviors, emotions and pain points. Already we have said that pain point is the main emotion what is the user has done previously. Example, asking user to describe their feelings about the new interface. Quantitative testing collects numerical data to measure usability metrics. Example, recording the average time taken to complete a registration process. This is the only difference between qualitative testing and quantitative testing, whereas the user emotion and pain point are the main thing here they are considering. So in this qualitative they are mainly focusing on these topics. The usability testing process: step 1, define objectives. Step 2, select participants. Step 3, choose testing method. Step 4, create test scenarios and tasks. Step 5, conduct the test, collect and analyze data. This is the final step. So at last we have to collect and analyze what are the data we have collected. These are the essential steps included in the usability testing process. The step 4 is Iteration in HCA. So, iteration in HCA human computer interaction is the continuous process of refining a product based on users' feedback, usability testing, and performance evaluation. Instead of designing a system in on go, interaction involves making improvements in cycles to enhance usability efficiency and user satisfaction. Interactive design process in HCA steps. First one is prototype, second one is test, third one is analyze feedback, fourth one is refine, and fifth one is repeat. Here, the fifth process is repeat, so we are going to do the same again, the four steps again and again. So, step 2, conduct usability testing. Observe user as they interact with the system, record challenges, confusions, and inefficiency, collect both qualitative and quantitative reviews. Step 3, analyze feedback and identify issues. Group similar usability issues. Prioritize issues based on severity. Example, critical versus minor problems. Step 4, make improvements. By using the surveys and opinions from the user, we have to slight change and modify based on the improvements. Refine the interface, enhance, simplify complex tasks, reduce steps in a sign up process, change button sizes, adjust the color, improve navigation, fix layout issues, this all. Step 5 is repeat the process. Test the updated version with user again. So take and collect more surveys from different type of users, large users, identify new usability issues, continue refining until usability goals are met. So these are the basic steps, and we have to repeat the process again and again so that only different users give different reviews. So the iteration methods in HCA is, first one is rapid iteration. So quick cycles of design, testing and improvement it includes. The incremental iteration is small changes over time gradually improves usability. Used in long-term projects with multiple releases. For instance, if we take a social media app, then it gradually improves and suggestions, stories, WhatsApp status buttons. These are the updations step by step. So third step is evolutionary iteration. So the continuous iteration even after product launch. It is most probably used in the software updations and ongoing digital services and all. For example, if we take a streaming platform, regularly improves its recommendation algorithm based on the user data like the OTGs, Sunnext, these are all the streaming platforms. The principles of good HCA designs are usability, user centered design, consistency, feedback and visuality, so error prevention and recovery, accessibility. These are all the basic terms we are used in the good HCL design principles. Overall, in this video, we have totally learned about human computer interaction. Do subscribe our channel. Let me know if you have any queries related to this video. You can let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Bye bye.